Miki, let's talk a little bit about your background, where you're coming from, and my personal interest is where like wh- what's your story like in the early part of your life, and where's your fascination for tattoos coming from?
Well, I think my first love sign with tattooing, I was around 8, 9 years old. At the time, there was a very famous toy called a Big Jim from Mattel, but I never liked it, the good guy. I always loved the bad guy, and I was asking my parents for Christmas Dotto Steel, but it was this toy, enemy of Big Jim, with a huge dragon tattooed on his chest. And the reason why I wanted the toys is exactly for the tattoo. So I always follow a tattooing since the first year of my life, and I always been fascinated by them. I got tattooed for the first time when I was 17 by Gian Maurizio Percioni. Always been in when I was a teenager into motorcycle and tattooing. And actually, this is why I started my whole career. I knew I wanted to spend my life traveling all around the world. I knew I was loving riding bike and tattoos, and because there was no job that could be good for me, because unfortunately I was not a good drawer. So I knew I could never be a good tattooer, and I never liked it to be mediocre in anything I was doing. So
You wanted to
basically,
become a tattoo artist initially.
no, because as I said, I was not able to draw. So I
Okay.
never wanted to become, I could only become a mediocre tattooer. And I never wanted to be mediocre in anything I did in my life. So basically, I invented my job. I got the chance. I was in a discotheque in Milan, and I found a magazine. It was called it In Town. It was a free magazine, and the publisher, it was put an article. I'm talking about beginning of the 90s. It was put an article about tattoos and piercing. So basically, I contacted him and I proposed him to go to do bike show and do photos and article about biker with tattooing. He liked it, the idea, and I never been a photographer, I never been a journalist. I just
So
say to
at
him,
the time, you had no experience in that field, and you
no,
just
no, not
pitched
at
him
all,
what you wanted to do. All right. And
not
you
at
also
all.
very young then.
Yeah, I
What
was
age were you
19.
in?
I was
19.
19 years old. So basically, he accepted because I didn't ask any money. I just asked money for the gasoline for a motorcycle. And I started went around bike show, taking photo of bikers. I just bought a camera, a very tiny camera, not a professional one, just 1 week before I went to the bike show. And I was writing the article. He liked it and he started to publish. And then I suggested to him, and I say, why we don't start to do a tattoo magazine? And this is how we started in Europe, in Italy first, tattoo review. After 3 years, we were already in
Tattoo
four
review.
languages all over Europe. And after 5 years, under the name Tattoo Planet, also in America, Australia, all over the planet.
Yeah, I remember the tattoo review really well because these are the really first magazines I ever bought in '93, and I believe I still have all the numbers 2, 3, 4 up to uh, probably 30, 40 or something. Then I left Italy, so while I was buying them in Italy, I remember how excited I was when I could buy those kind of magazines. So, which to me opened an entire new world. So I'm also very grateful for you, to you, for exposing me to a culture which otherwise I would have really
Thank you very much.
no chance to see. And I really mean that. I'm really, really grateful because also what I'm doing now is also, well, thanks to you. So again, this is why I'm very excited to have you on board today.